Hi, I'm Zia, and welcome to Saxon Wrap Up. So there's been a lot of stuff going on with the Trump administration and things that are going on with people in his administration, with people lying under oath about Russia and their contact with Russia, and accusations of the last presidency of Obama, and just a lot of crazy stuff going on. And it's still kind of playing out, so I will get into it, but not today. And recently Trump came out with his budget plan, or kind of like his wish list of what he wants to see the federal budget to look like. And it calls for a really, really big increase in spending for national defense with weapons and stuff like that. And America being one of the highest spenders in our military and all of that, I feel like it's very unpractical to increase that even more, because we already have one of the best armies and one of the best militaries. So I support people like raising money for the military, but cutting other programs that are very vital to our success to do very unpractical and unnecessary things, I can't really get behind. So he calls for a really big increase for the Department of Defense, Homeland Security, Veteran Affairs, and the Social Security Administration, and to raise those, he's cutting so many things, like literally this endless list of things that are so important to how America runs, and he's just gonna either decrease them or cut them altogether. So for example, he's gonna cut the EPA by 31%, the State Department by 28%, the Agricultural Department, Health and Human Services, the Education Department, Disaster Relief, NASA, Human and Health Services, like so many things that are really, really important for an American citizen. And this is the biggest change to a federal budget since World War II. And I don't know, I think it's very unpractical, I think it's very unnecessary. It's crazy. And this list really does allow people to see the extent of what Trump's priorities are for his administration, his hopefully 4 years, if even that, in presidency. So this plan was developed by Mick Mulvaney. He's the director at the Office of Management and Budget. What he did to create this plan is he went through all of Trump's speeches and appearances throughout the race and pulled things that he talked about, and then created this budget for what was happening. And the race was crazy. Trump talked crazy. He was all over the place. So coming up with a federal budget based on things that he just kind of like doesn't know about and just kind of talked is very, very worrying to me. Anyways, he calls for a $1.4 billion increase for National Nuclear Security Administration, which again is scary because nuclear weapons are one of the most detrimental, harmful weapons that we have. And like I don't know, he was talking about in his race and now talking about catching up with Russia, catching up with his good pal Putin with their army and their nuclear technology. And like nuclear technology is the last thing that we need right now. It's the absolute last thing that this world needs to get involved with again. So I can't understand why we would want to even like dip our toes in the nuclear pool. Like, it's not good. And he's dropping a lot of really important programs, like I mentioned, the EPA and the State Department. And again, that's super impractical because the EPA, it spends 0.2% of our federal budget, and the State Department does 1.4%. So cutting those by like a third is so impractical. It's not going to save that much money. It's not gonna do much except harm a lot of things. And he's cutting a lot of art programs and after school programs with like Wings for Kids. It's an after school program where like parents who are working and can't pick up their kids, the kids stay at school and have games and toys and do homework and play with their friends, and it gives the parents an opportunity to keep working, and it has a safe environment for the kids. That's going to be cut with this plan, and a lot of kids are going to be let out from school with nowhere to go, or their parents will have to go off from work, or like the kids are too young. This is an elementary school program, so the kids are probably too young to be home alone, unless they have like another parent who's at home or something. But these kids need a place to go, and like this plan is going to take away their safe place and just kind of lead them to the streets for a few hours after school where their parents are at their jobs, and that's it's sad to me. So it's going to affect a lot of Trump voters and Trump supporters with after-school programs, and it's also going to cut the spending for airports. And airports, like rural airports, really help places like cities' economy and states, and the government helps subsidize these airports just to keep everything rolling. With this plan, it's going to cut the spending and the helping of airports nationwide, and that's going to really hurt places with their economy, and like again, it's super impractical. It's gonna hurt a lot of people. It's gonna hurt travelers. It's gonna hurt Trump supporters. It's gonna hurt not Trump supporters. It's gonna hurt everybody, and a lot of Republicans like Hal Rogers, he hates it. He called it careless and counterproductive, and a lot of people are talking or speaking against this plan. So like I said, many Trump supporters are not going to be happy with this in its current state. And honestly, in its current state, it probably won't get passed. But I want to say that hesitantly because, I thought that Trump probably wouldn't get elected because I thought we had a very good and fair government. But, you know what? This year has been crazy, and I'm not going to say this is not going to get passed. I honestly don't know what's going to happen with this. A lot of people are going to be hurt. A lot of people are going to be unhappy. But who knows at this point? So I guess we'll just kind of have to see how this plays out, see if he comes up with a new and improved version, or if they change it all together, or what happens. There's been so much going on with the administration. We'll just have to see. So I'm Zia, and thanks for watching.